Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. So yesterday we had created a Power BI workspace, right? And we had created a data set, right? After creating a data set, we also deployed. So to create a logins and everything, you have to follow powerbi.microsoft.com. This is to register your email IDs. Only official mail IDs are going to work. Then it is going to be free for first, 2 months. Then after that, if you wanted to deploy or create a workspace, and you have to use app.powerbi.com. So only one-time registration, you must use powerbi.microsoft.com. For deploying and viewing purpose, you have to use app.powerbi.com only. So we also spoken about licenses, right? So yesterday, what are the things we have done it? We have created a beautiful, a report. Sorry, not report, data set we have created. So, and let me tell you what all been done already. So yesterday, the work progress I'm talking about, right? So in Power BI service, what are the things we have done? Step number one, we register the emails. Okay, email IDs. The step number two, we were able to log in also. Log into the app.powerbi.com. Okay, log into the, you can say simply PBI service. PBI service means what? PBI service means app.powerbi.com. So you can say portal. Portal and Ardham portal and website. Okay. So we are able to log into the Power BI portal as well. So that is also done. Then after that, we created a data set. Created a data set what? With what? Created data set with Adventure Works, DW, and we have used tables, we have used views, we have used stored procedures, and we used functions, right? And we used lot of, the data modeling also we have done it. And DAX we did not do it, but you supposed to perform the, DAX and create new columns. Why DAX? To create new information. New info, if you wanted to create, normally we use DAX. So created a data set, and after that, what we have done with the help of this information, after that, what we have done, we deployed. So this is the work has been done. Deployed, the saved the data set. So if you don't save it, save and deploy. If you don't save the data set locally, definitely it is not going to go anywhere. Clear? So this is the work has been done. Save and deploy the data set. And before saving, we also created a workspace. So what is the workspace name? Flipkart is the workspace name. So we created a workspace, then we save and deploy the data set. Only one data set been created. Now, what we have to do it. So after that, I have also assigned some more users. Assign the, permissions, right? Permissions to some more developers or few more developers, devs, so that these guys can create a visualization. Once the data set is over, what is the next step? Then you need to get the data set from where? Get the data set from where? From Power BI service, and what you do? And create visualizations, create reports and visualizations, right? That is what you must be doing it, visualizations. Then after creating them, you should also deploy the reports and visualizations to the portal. So this step is missing. Deploy the reports and visualizations. Okay. So these steps are pending now. So I send the permission to the few more devs. So I have deployed a data set yesterday. So this is my data set, DIM customer data set, and I have taken full name, gender, yearly income. Then the next data set is, DIM date data set I have taken, then DIM geography, then DIM product, and a DIM fact sales. From where I got this data set means we can go to transform data, click on this. I wanted to know from where I got this. If you wanted to know from where you got this information, so you simply go to the table. You can understand from which server are you getting, from Oracle or MySQL or SQL. SQL means SQL server. Or you can also go to view menu where I am in the Power Query. So go to view menu. You should be able to click on query dependencies. So when you enlarge this, you can understand you're able to get all the data from AdventureWorks data warehouse. Clear? DIM products, DIM date, DIM customer, DIM geography, fact sales, all the data you're able to get from dot comma AdventureWorks. What is dot? Dot means local SQL server. So now let me go close and apply. The same data set has been deployed to where? Same data set has been deployed to app.powerbi.com. So you need to go here and click on app.powerbi.com. Now I deployed with the help of my name Jogi. So I have 6 days left. So this is not going to work after 6 days. And what is the workspace I have created? You need to know the name. Otherwise, we cannot do it. So you can say Flipkart, or if you have many things, you can simply search. The better thing is search, because many workspaces you will have. Real time, you don't get many workspaces. Since it's a training program, everybody is going to be creating a lot of workspaces. You always create a workspace with your name. For example, Sandhya wanted to create her work. You can say Sandhya underscore some workspace. Okay. So that you will know your reports you deployed to this workspace. For example, tomorrow, so Philips wanted to create a workspace. You can say Philips underscore WS and you deploy your reports and everything here. So better, start with your name and try to create a workspace and deploy. So I have created yesterday Flipkart. Now the Flipkart is a data set. Clear? So if you go to here, you will be able to see the manage permissions. This data set I have created. So I'm a developer now. You assume that Bhaskar Jogi is a developer. Now he created a data set. Now I have a few more friends, a few more developers who supposed to work on the visualizations. So I have to give the permissions, right? So after deploying, you have to go to the Flipkart workspace. First, you will be landing here. So after that, what you do? Click on workspace, click on the Flipkart. Now you go here. So click on dot and manage permissions. When you go, Akhil Ram, user 1, user 2, PBI Bhaskar, PBA. So these are the 4 guys can access this. So not everybody, PBA 2 can access, PBA 3, PBA user 3 cannot access because that is not loaded. If you wanted to access this data set, you should be logging with the PBI user 1, PBI user 2, PBI user 3. Otherwise, you will not be able to open. So now I have connected. If you see clearly, Bhaskar Jogi Akhil Ram is connected. Okay, Akhil Ram is connected now, right? Akhil Ram is having a permission. Who's Akhil Ram? If you see carefully, Akhil Ram is a PBI one. So this data set which I have deployed can access these guys. Now these guys can get the data set from here and they create a reports. Okay. So now I will go here. I wanted to sign out. I wanted to sign out. Now I want to create a report. I would like to create a report. Now to create a report, so what should I do? To create a report, using the existing data set which has been deployed. So that is the last step I'm trying to do, right? So assign the permission to the few more developers. So who are the people? So 4 people I shown you there, right? I showed there. So these guys can create reports now. Clear? And I have given the privileges yesterday. If you wanted to add a few more users, you click on add user. You can give add user. Allow recipients to share this data set. No, they should not share this data set. Allow recipients to build content, blah, blah, blah. So you can add one more user. You can say PBI user 3 or user 4 if you want to have it. You can give at the rate goonlinetrainings.com. You can add that guy. Clear? So that only the Flipkart data set, okay, where you have the privileges been given to only these guys. User 1, user 2, PBI basket, this one. So I'm going to be using PBI user 2 and try to create a reports now. So how to do that? Now let me open Power BI desktop. So now I should not create a data set. Data set has been created already. So what we need to do? Permissions also been given. Permissions also given been. So these are the steps. If you wanted to work with, register the email ID, log into the this one, created a data set also, and created a workspace also, save and deploy the data set done, assign the permissions also done, get the data set from Power BI service and create a reports and visualization. Now I go to my computer. Who's now going? Want to buy a new license? If you want to buy, you can also click on this. I don't want to buy it. So I wanted to simply close this and sign in. So when I sign in, this time I wanted to give the second user. Who's the user? PBI user 2. PBI user 2. Who's the user 2? So this is the guy. James Cameron wanted to create a report. Okay. Now click this. Continue with user 2. It is a fresh PBI file. Desktop file I'm going to be using. Now PBI user 2. The password I'm going to be giving. We have already knew the password. All these things will work for 1 or 2 months. Later, nothing will work, guys. Okay. So I'm logging in with the help of James Cameron. Now, James Cameron should not create his own data set. He has to work on the existing data set. That is the point I'm trying to tell you. So how to get the existing data set? How to go, and you have to go to the get data. Now you should not get the data from Excel or Power BI or SQL Server. Use Power BI data sets. Okay. So we have one more thing, Power BI data flows. So this topic we'll be discussing on Monday's class. Okay. Power BI data flows. So data flow is nothing but a Power Query, but it's a cloud based, right? So Power BI is a desktop based. What do you mean by desktop means? You can create a report. You can install the software in your local computer. You should be able to create reports and transform all the things, right? So instead of installing Power BI desktop and doing everything here, and again you're deploying it to the cloud. So instead of doing, why can't we create transformations also in the cloud? Instead of creating it here, why are we not doing that step also there? So we can also do the same step. Power BI data flows are nothing but Power Query. All the transformations you can do it in the cloud itself. Need not come to the Power BI desktop, do something here and deploy it. But recommended thing is that Power BI desktop is to work locally and deploy it. That is a better thing. But if you don't have Power BI desktop software, whatever be the reason, but still can I transform lot of options means you can go to Power BI data flows, which is a Azure cloud based, Power Query. Clear? So that is what is you need to understand. So we'll talk about this later. So Power BI data sets. So I am connecting to. So who's connecting now? James Cameron is connecting. Now we're trying to get the data set. Okay. Now whatever be the data set I have connected. So this guy is also having two data sets. So I would like to choose one data set now. So I double click on it. Now I'm not getting the data from local server. I am getting all this data from the PBI cloud. PBI cloud means what? It is a server, rental server. Cloud means online server. So this data is not stored locally. Data coming from there. So first 2 months, how much of data we can store? 1 GB of data we can store. So it is a limited data. Now you can create a beautiful reports. Okay. So all you guys have to create beautiful reports. Okay. What kind of a reports you can create? Now you know lot of reports you can have it. Okay. So create all these reports, create visualizations or reports on your own. So I wanted to give, trend analysis. I would like to do it. Trend analysis means what? Always do it on the, time analysis or trend analysis. Trend analysis, or it is also called as a time analytics. I wanted to have categorical data analytics. Okay. Categorical data analytics. That means I'm talking about pie chart here. I'm talking about pie chart here. Trend analytics means I'm talking about what? I'm talking about line charts here. Okay. So line charts here. I wanted to get some kind of a grand totals. I'm talking about card visualizations there. Totals and everything. Okay. Totals and everything I would like to say. I'm talking about card visualization. I wanted to use the map. I would like to see the data based on this, city-wise data. Okay. City-wise sales, I would like to, to show. I am talking about map visualization. Clear? So a lot of visualizations you need to create and you should be able to deploy. So trend analytics, this analytics, and some data matrix, blah, blah, blah. All the reports you should be able to create. Simply you go here. Now, trend analytics, I would like to know year-wise sales. Clear? So you simply go and double click on this. This is what is my visualization. Now I wanted to know and get the data. So fact sales, you have a sales amount, right? So where is the sales amount? Sales amount. And I wanted to have year wise. So fiscal year, I have something like this. So I wanted to know year wise sales amount. Yeah. So I wanted to simply go there and enable the border and go up, and you can format all these things, right? So you have to enable the data label and increase the font. All these things you need to do it, right? So enable the font. So all of them you can see, this is what is called some trend analytics. So this is a trend data. Now you can understand what is the pie chart. So what is a pie chart? I would like to see categorical data. So categorical data means I'm talking about category wise what is the sales happened. So let me double click on this categorical data. I wanted to have something like this. Now drag and drop a product category, and I wanted to have, sales amount. Where is sales amount? Sales amount I wanted to have, and a tax amount also I wanted to have it in the tooltip. So this is categorical data that I wanted to have it. Okay. So, or you can have instead of categorical data or whatever you would like to have it, subcategory level data. I wanted to have it. I don't want to, legend. I don't want to make it on and go to detail label. Let me have category data values. And let me increase the font. Let me say font to 15. Clear? So this is what is the data I can have it. This is categorical sales. That is what I would like to have it. Like that, you can see what is the total sales is happened. You can create a couple of reports like this. Okay. So let me drag and drop a card visualization. Now I wanted to know what is the tax amount to be paid. And you go here, you should be able to, click on the border and done, and I would like to control C and control V. So we can also control V and remove the tax amount here and put the freight amount. So this is the freight amount. So control C and control V, and this is what is called, let me change this to this, and tax amount, freight amount, and sales amount also. The sales amount. Like that, I can have it. So lot of, visualizations you can have it. You can also have, I wanted to go in for a, you know, this kind of a data. So I would like to have, you know, customer wise, I would like to, get the sales, or I would like to have gender wise, whatever you wanted to have, you can have, or you can say I would like to have categorical data. So categorical data you can have it here, and I wanted to have some kind of a sales data. Okay, so which category is doing best, which category is doing best? This is what is called a y-axis. You can increase the font there, increase the font there. So like that, lot of visualization you can create. Now format painter, you can have it there. So creating a visualization is very easy. What is very tough? Creating a data set is tough. Remember this. Create. So I would like to create a map visualization. I would like to get the map data. So double click on this. So you should be able to drag and drop the sales amount here. So let me have drag and drop sales amount. And I wanted to have city wise, or state wise, I would like to see the sales. Clear? So I have to get the sales like this. So New South Wales. So whatever you would like to have it. And tooltip also, I would like to have freight amount in the tooltip. So when you mouse over it, you should be able to get. So currently the sales is shown here in the Australia. New South Wales is the city, or the from Australia I'm able to get. So like that, different countries, different sales data we have it. So you can enlarge, and lot of things you can change it and create. All the reports have been developed. And now what we need to do? So all these visualizations need to be deployed, right? So you have to, if you wanted to deploy, so we need to click on the save button, and always you save this report. So these are, let us say, Flipkart, Flipkart underscore reports developed by, say, developer one, or you can say user one, something like this, for understanding purpose. Tomorrow, if one more developer is creating a lot of things, he can also deploy that, the project. If you wanted to deploy something, first you need to save it. If you don't save it locally, you will not be able to get it. Let me go to local D drive and demos, and I'm going to be using reports by user one or user two, user two, I think, right? User two is created. So click on save button. So make sure the user two is logged in. Who's user two? James Cameron, right? So according to us, James Cameron is user two. This is the guy, right? So we should be able to create all the trend analytics, categorical data, totals data. So blah, 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 we have done it. So what will take a lot of time? I told you already, always, you remember, data set will take a lot of time. So creating a data set is the big challenge, because data may not be clean data, large volume of data will be there, lot of issues will be there, lot of proper data analytics will not be there. So lot of things are going to be addressed. For example, think about my data only. Think about my data. So, for example, John came to me and he says that, sir, I need SQL videos. So we will write SQL videos. He is paying, let us say, $100. And I got one more guy called Kiran. He's undergoing uh, SQL Server classes. Okay. And he paid, let us say, $500. Like that, we have some data. Three, we have Salman. Salman is coming for Power BI. Okay. Then he paid $300, something like this. And let us say Aman is coming. He is, bought like this. Okay, we are storing data like this. Now, I wanted to understand who are the people who paid for videos. Only for videos. It could be SQL Server video or a Power BI video. So that is the question. What is the question? I wanted to get it. I wanted to know, last month, or I would like to get year wise. This is the one report I would like to get it year wise. I year wise sales for only videos. So now tell me, is there any folder called video folder? So this is the some number. This is the name. This is the course I have. This is the fee paid. Now tell me, how do I achieve this? So this is the analytics the company wanted to do. Year-wise sales only for the videos. Or the next question they want to attend. The next question they wanted to, hide. So year-wise sales for the live classes. Do we have any live classes here? Now we need to write a transformation. What is the transformation? Any course ending with videos. So I have to create a conditional column here. Conditional column I need to create. So it is having a course type. So based on if any column is having last 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 letters are video, means it is a video training. Okay. Else it is a live training. So I need to create one column, right? I have to create one column. If the last letters are, videos, then it is a video, else it is a live. So you have to create. So to create that new information, we are going to be either using a Power Query, or we can also write a DAX expressions. Clear? I have to create this. So I'm talking about only for one requirement like that. See now, it is going to be giving like this. It is fine. It is a live training. It is also live. It is also, you will be able to get one more, this one, you will be able to get one more column like this. Now, I wanted to know one more question. One more question is what? Course wise, year wise. So this is the data analytics they would like to do it. Course wise, year wise sales. Sales means feel connected. Now, when I say I will be able to get like this, I will be able to get SQL Server video, SQL Server, Power BI and PBI. Now, sometimes my team is writing Power BI. Sometimes my team is writing PBI. So, you will be able to get Power BI and PBI separately because it is not. So, tomorrow, for example, you are going to be attending, let us say, Bharat is joined. My team is writing Power BI like this, Power BI live classes. He paid $400 and it is a live because there is no video here. Now, Power BI is one more course, PBI is one more course. So, and sometimes my team is writing because we are maintaining data in the Excel. We are maintaining the data in Excel. Kamal is joined. When the Kamal is joined, my team is writing like this. So, this time they are writing SQL. Okay. SQL. So this guy paid, let us say $400 or $300. Now it is a live training because there is it is not ending with. So SQL is something, SQL Server is something, SQL is something, and sometimes they say SQL Server without space. Okay. So this SQL Server and this SQL Server is completely different. Or you may have SQL. So this is something different. So when I ask you for course-wise, year-wise sales, you will get a SQL something different, SQL Server is something different. Then sometimes my team is writing different notations, right? So the data is not so cleaned. Cleaned means the data is cleaned, but not maintaining a proper thing. So we have to redesign the proper course. Okay, this is again you need to write again a Power Query, or you need to write a DAX formula to replace the value. I don't want to create a new one. I wanted to replace the course itself. Wherever there is a SQL videos, you make them to not SQL, you make it to SQL Server videos. Okay. Something like this. I would like to create. Right. So all the transformation, wherever SQL Server is fine, Power BI is fine. So wherever PBI is there, so you make it to PBI has to be replaced with Power BI videos. Clear? So wherever there is a PBI, you make it to this one. So these transformations need to be done. Then only you will get a standard wherever SQL or SQL server is there. So that you need to replace like this, so that you will get a single step. So lot of things you need to change it on the given data. Lot of things you need to change on the given data, so that you will get a proper standard data. So why transformations? So because I need to apply lot of things into stand. Why transformations means transformations will clean the data, will make data standardization. So you will get standard data. It's not some data like this. Standardization. Standard data or standardization is going to be happening. All the data is going to be in the proper format and proper courses. Clear? So creating a data set always will take a lot of time. So you have to apply lot of transformation, that is Power Query is going to come, and you have to write lot of DAX queries. Lot of things you're going to be doing, because the data set will take a lot of time. When a data set is created and uploaded or shared, so creating a visualizations is very, very easy. Now I'm able to create a beautiful visualization. Now I'm talking about only two columns of data, only one column data. I have done it. You think about lot of tables and lot of columns, and lot of cleaning has to be done. How much of data you need it? You will have more data, you will have more transformations, you will have more DAX queries, you will have more time to create a data set itself. Clear? So you may work for this data set for 3 months, 5 months only to create a data set, because the underlying data is not so cleaned. So every time, so each and every requirement has to be taken, and you need to talk to the business guys, and standardizing the data is very, very important, guys. Clear? So that is what is called, need for the creating a data set. Data set guys should know the transformations very well, DAX very well. So you have deployed. Creating a visualization is the easy part. If somebody is working for visualization, it is not much. You need to know when to use what. This is also they'll tell you. So I need a pie chart, I need this chart, I need this chart. That is also a requirement will be given. Simply you drag and drop, and you need to do things like this. Go here and create a beautiful things, and save the file, and you should be able to publish. That's it. Who's going to be publishing now? Publishing is to Flipkart folder. Now choose this. Now click on select. Now it's going to be publishing a reports. It is done. Got it? Now you go here. You should be able to refresh it. Now let us go to the Flipkart portal. Can we see? Yes. So data sets you can see. Workflows, I'm talking about workflows, right? Workflows, this is the one. It is a cloud-based Power Query software, where you can create a lot of transformations here itself. Normally transformation you better create in the here itself in the Power Query editor window. So this is the best place to do that. So you go here, you do the transformation, because already we transform the data. We cannot do anything because we're getting the data. If you have your own data, you get the data, transform data. So the transformation type is also not enabled. Why? Because data has been transformed and loaded, so it is disabled, and you should be able to see either you can do the data modeling, and you can create a visualization. You cannot see one more thing. You cannot see the data also. See, can I see the data? You can see the columns, but not the data. You can see the columns, not the data, because data is a security wise it is good, and you cannot see any data also there. Only you can model, you can see the column names, but you cannot see the actual data. So we are getting the data from where? From the RAM. Where RAM means it is the Power BI Azure cloud-based rental services RAM. So not the local RAM. Clear? So I'm able to get the data from there. Clear? So I have deployed it. Now I should be able to see my reports. To see the reports, where we need to go? Go to workspaces, go to Flipkart workspace. Now I go to all content. This is the data set. All means what? All means you should be able to see data set. plus report. It is all. Content means it is able to show you the report. So here we are able to get the data set. Data set here, content means, it is a report. All means data set and report. So that means this is a data, it is a report. It is a data set. You can see the visualization symbol here. So you can go to content, view this. So page 1 data, page 2 data, page 3 data, page 4 data. I can view it. So, or the other users also, who are the users are there. So other users like, RAM and PBI, 1, PBI 2. So those users can see it. Clear? So you should be able to deploy the reports like this, and you create a data set, and on the data set, okay, you create a data set with user 1, and you have to deploy the data set to user 1, create a workspace, clear, with your name. And what you do, you come out and log in into the user 2. User 2, you log in. So you have to give the permission to the data set, user 1 and user 2. Now you come here, create lot of visualizations, and as a user 2, you need to deploy. User 2, you need to deploy. So this is the thing that you should be able to work on. Clear? So you do it, and you create a beautiful visualizations, map, totals, categorical data, trend analysis, year-wise sales, month-wise sales, lot of, reports you can ask. I wanted to have, tell me category wise, subcategory wise sales. I can create a drilling down report, matrix report, lot of reports you create, So all the reports you have to deploy. Let me give you some assignment so that you will work on the some. So all these reports you need to work on. Okay. Year wise, category wise, subcategory wise, year wise, semester wise, okay, quarter wise, category wise, subcategory wise, and country wise. Okay, country wise sales and tax. So this is one report you need to show drilling down. Okay, drilling down to your report you created. So drilling down with chart. Okay, what chart it is? You can make it this chart. I'm talking about. You can make this chart, stacked column chart. Stacked column chart. Okay. The same report you can also show in the matrix format. Okay. Matrix format, and provide what? Drilling down. Compulsorily you need to provide drilling down. Okay. So matrix, we have it here, right? The same data in one page number 1, you show a chart. In page number 2, you show what? A matrix. Where is matrix? Matrix is here. Clear? So that you need to have it. The next, create a map visualization for, city wise sales amount and freight amount. Okay. So you create one more visualization like this. Now I wanted to know the trend analysis data for, I will say, year wise, quarter wise sales, and try to show in the trend. Trend analysis means what? You can show it in the line chart. Okay. Line chart means already you know it, right? This is a line chart. Okay. Now I wanted to have, I would like to have a card visualization. Card visualization, and I need to have a slicer visualization So in the slicer, you wanted to have year wise, semester wise, quarter wise, month wise, so week wise and day wise. So what kind of a slicer? I wanted to use hierarchy. Hierarchical slicer I would like to use, and you have to deploy this kind of reports. Clear? Now let me give you some more assignments. Okay, you need to work on this weekend so that you can work. Okay, so these reports you need to work on without fail, year wise, semester wise, quarter wise, category wise, subcategory wise, country wise, sales and tax, drilling down with stacked column chart, matrix also. One more report, matrix visualization, not the, this is hierarchical data. Right, guys? So, so map data, year-wise line chart, card visualization, hierarchical slicer, you must use it. And I would like to show the, data, but based on the slicer. So based on the slicer, you should be able to show the data. This is one thing you need to have it, right? And I wanted to understand. I wanted to understand. So whatever we can have it in product wise, okay, product wise, and or we can say product wise sales. So with slicer, okay, product wise, sales with a slicer. Slicer should have size, slicer with have year, and slicer also should have a category. So two kind of a filters I would like to apply. Product wise sales with slicer, slicer with year, and slicer with category. So I would like to see the, this one data in this, use pie chart. So pie chart is very, very bad. You use this chart. What is this chart? This is what is called as tree map chart. Okay. Use a tree map chart because you have a product means many items are going to come. You're going to be using a tree map chart and display all the labels, and you should be able to have the two filters. Two slicers you must use it. One is year wise slicer. The second one is called category wise slicer. Okay. So that is what they would like to have it. Now I want to go and understand, week day wise sales versus weekend sales. Okay, so this is one report I would like to have it. Weekday sales versus weekend sales. What is the meaning? Weekday means according to India or America, weekend means what? Saturday and Sunday, right? So you need to take the data and create a DAX formula. If not a DAX formula, you need to work on the Power Query. Okay, Power Query, because you're going to be creating a data set on your own means you can write. Okay, or you have to write the DAX formula, weekday versus week versus, sales. I have to weekend sales. Use what? Use bar chart. Okay. So bar chart, I would like to use it and create this report. Okay. Clear? So that is one. If you're using my data set, you will not be able to create a new column, or you will not be able to transform data as well. If you're creating your own data set and deploying, and with the data set, you should be able to get a weekday versus weekend sales. Okay. And I wanted to know last 5 years sales. Okay. Last 5 years sales during Christmas. last 5 years of sales during Christmas. I wanted to use again a what kind of a chart I wanted to use it. I wanted to go in for clustered bar chart, or you can say clustered column chart. Something like this, I would like to have it. Okay, stacked bar chart, something like that. So clustered column chart, you use it. So I wanted to know last 5 years of sales during the Christmas. Now the Christmas period you have to include is as a December, because you need to ask the customer December 21st to next year Jan 1st. Okay. So this is the Christmas period for every year. So last 5 years sales during the Christmas period, let us say it is happening from 15th. So you can say every month 15th to 31st of that month is the Christmas period for them. Clear? So you have to include, write a condition. If the data is, December 15, 16, 17 till December 31st or any year, so that is a Christmas day, else it is a non-Christmas day. You have to write one condition and include last 5 years of sales during the Christmas. So that is the thing they wanted to have it. That show the data in the table format as well. In the table visualization. Okay. Now I wanted to understand, so which are the products in more demand? Okay, demand. So here you list 5 products like that. Which are the products, that are in more demand? You take last 5-10 years of sales. So you include all the sales data from starting to end. Okay, and list top 5 products. Which are the top 5 products? More in demand means based on the sales amount. Clear? So all year sales, you need to take it and you need to get the sales amount and you should be able to perform this. Clear? So I would like to have which are the top 5 products and all sales here, and create a table report. Okay. So that's one. And I wanted to get top 5 customers based on highest sales amount. Okay, in the last year only. Okay, top 5 customers based on the highest sales amount, in the last year. Okay, like that, you should be able to get a top 3 cities where the sales is more per category, per bikes category. Okay, I want to also see this kind of a report. Clear? So all these things you have to do it, and I'll give you some more assignments so that you're going to be working and deploy all these reports. I wanted to see them online by Mondays in the Mondays class. Clear? Product wise sales with slicer, year slicer and category slicer, and weekday sales with weekend sales, and last 5 year sales during the Christmas. Which are the top 5 products in more demand? Something like this. Okay. Okay. So all these things you need to practice, guys, and all sales data you need to include. Okay. All sales. All years sales data Okay, guys. So these are the things that you need to have it. So if I don't say any visualization, you can show the visualization on your own. Maybe pie chart, maybe bar chart, maybe card visualization, maybe table, maybe matrix, whatever you wanted to use it, you should be able to use it. Okay. So these are the assignments. So all these things to be done. Clear? So you need to create your own email ID. That has been done. Then create a data set and deploy to the portal. Then what all you do? All these things. Then create. We have created. Now you can create. And if you wanted to use my data set, you can use it. Or if you wanted to create your own data set, you create and deploy it. That is your choice. Clear? And they give the different name, save and deploy the data set, assign the permission to the few more developers, get the data set from the Power BI service and create reports and visualization and deploy and reports. So on Monday's class, we will review all these things, right? So these are the things, assignment, and this is also assignment. Clear? So take the screenshot of this assignment. So Monday, you should be able to perform, guys. Clear?